Today we're learning about similar figures and their angles and their sides. Similar figures are similar if their angles are congruent. That means, what does congruent mean? They're the exact same and their side lengths are proportional. Have you guys ever heard of a blueprint or like a model car or a model airplane? Yes or no? What's a blueprint? It's like a design, a sketch of what they really want to make, right? So before they built our school, they had a blueprint. And what you need to understand is that blueprint is proportional, meaning it's like a shrunken down version of what they actually want. Does that make sense? They use what's called a scale factor. So let's say they wanted to make this building 1,000 times smaller so they could make a tiny little diagram or 3D model, but they wanted it drawn to scale. And I think that's pretty cool. Architects use this kind of math. But what we're going to learn today is how to tell if something is similar and how to solve for a missing side if it's similar. So everybody look at these two shapes. It's going to tell you that they are similar. Yes or no? That means their angles are exactly the same. Did everybody hear me? Their angles are what? Everybody look at this angle. Does it look exactly like this angle? Yes or no? Yes. Everybody look at this angle. Does it look exactly like that angle? And then this one is going to be exactly like this one. And this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. So y'all know which angles match. They are congruent angles. But are their sides exactly the same? No. Their sides are proportional, which means that you can make a box to solve for a missing side. So I want you to get out your highlighters that you got when you came in. And I want you to highlight this X, this side X, one color. Pick a color that you have. I'm waiting for everybody to do it. What side corresponds, meaning it's in the exact same spot on this bigger one? That means they correspond. They are proportional. Now I want you to take another color and do the side 22. What side corresponds with the 22? 32. You can now make a box. Isn't that what we wrote on our warm-up today? Anytime you have something proportional, you can do what? You can make a box to solve a proportion. We can find the value of X. Do you all remember learning this in 7th grade? Yes or no? Vaguely? All right, here we go. When you make a box, you simply go like this, and I'm going to do pink to orange. Now, you aren't going to write pink to orange. You're going to write what other color you chose to use. What color did you choose? You make your box. Let's go. In this column, I'm going to do the small shape. And in this column, I'm going to do the big shape. So the pink small, which one is pink and small? X. Which one is pink and big? 16. Which one is orange and small? 22. And which one is orange and big? 32. How do you solve a box? Cross multiply, then divide. So you need your calculator. So you're going to multiply the two numbers that you can right here. Cross multiply. So you're going to do 16 times 22. And hit enter, and then divide by that leftover number. So what is the value of x? 11. You're not paying attention. When I'm teaching, you didn't even highlight when I was highlighting. Okay? Okay, we'll get caught up. Let's go. So what did I do? I cross-multiplied 22 times 16 and then divided by the leftover number. We're going to do 2 more examples, so make sure you're catching up with me and you're doing what I'm doing. All right, look at this next 2 triangles. Pick a color and highlight the 56. What side corresponds with the 56 over here? X. Okay, pick another color and do the other side. Now we're going to make our box. Use the colors you picked. So I'm going to do pink to orange. And then at the top I'm going to write small and big. Or big and small, it doesn't matter. But if you want it to look like mine, make it look like mine. Are y'all ready? Am I going too fast? All right. What is the number that goes with the small pink one? 6. What is the number that goes with the big pink one? 48. What is the number that goes with the small orange? X. What is the number that goes with the big orange? 56. Now that I have my box made, I simply cross multiply, then divide. Which 2 numbers can I actually cross multiply? 56 and 6. So I'm going to go multiply those 2 numbers. And then I'm going to divide by the leftover number, which is 48. And I got what? So the value of x is 7. Now, this is from 7th grade right here. So what are they going to do in 8th grade to make it more challenging? They are going to rotate the shapes to where they don't sit in the same position. So everybody look at this shape. Find the obtuse angle in this one. What's an obtuse angle? Bigger than 90. Do y'all see it right here, this obtuse angle? Now find the obtuse angle over here. Do y'all see it? Do you see that this whole shape has been turned like this? Yes or no? Which angle do you think this matches? This top one or this bottom right one? So I want you to draw 2 lines right there. And which angle does this one match? This one. So when you're color coordinating, if you can figure out the angles, you can figure out how they have rotated. Okay, so I want you to take one colored highlighter and I want you to find the side where you put 3 dashes to 1 dash and highlight that one color. Now find the same side over here where you put 3 dashes to 1 dash. See how we matched the angles? And now we can match the sides. Okay, now find the angle over here where you went from 3 dashes to 2 dashes. And match it over here from 3 to 2. And then the same with the other one. And you can use any color you want. Okay, what do you think we want to solve for over here? The X. So I'm going to have to use my color pink. Now, whatever color you did, X, you have to use that color. So I'm going to have to do pink. And then I get to pick the other color I want to use because they're all going to be proportional. I don't need to use all three colors. So, do we want to use 52 or 44? It doesn't matter. Y'all just tell me. 52. So I'm going to use orange. Pick which color you picked for 52. And then I'm going to do small and big. Or big and small. It doesn't matter which way we put it. Okay, so what color did I highlight the pink small number? 4. What color did I highlight the pink big number? Not what color. What letter is it? X. All right, the orange small, 13, and the orange big. Now I can solve for X. Could I have done blue right here instead of orange? And I would get the exact same answer. So I'm going to cross multiply. (52) times 4 divided by the leftover number, which is 13. And I get 16. That is how you solve for a missing side of a proportional figure. Now, how could they possibly ask this on the STAR test? That's what I'm going to show you next. Are y'all ready? Because this can get confusing. Turn to the back. What they are going to do is give you a picture of two similar figures. Then they're going to ask you which proportion can be used to solve for the missing side length. What they gave you right here are boxes. Yes or no? Aren't those just boxes? If I went like this, isn't that a box? Do y'all see that? What I have to do is figure out which one is set up correctly, and I'm going to use my highlighters. So, highlight the X, one color, and what side does that correspond with? 4. Now what I want you to do is take that same color and highlight every 4 and every X you see over here orange. Now take another color and highlight the other sides that are proportional. Okay, and go highlight them over here. Now we can eliminate two answers that are clearly wrong. To be a proportional box, you have to be pink on top, orange on bottom, or pink on left, orange on right. They can never be diagonally across from each other. So everybody look at choice A. Could that be set up correctly? No. They would have to be orange on top, pink on bottom, or orange on left, pink on right. They have to go together. So A is totally out. Let's look at B. Could B be correct? Yes, because we've got orange together and pink together. But don't just pick it. Move on to the next one. Could C be correct? No. Could D be correct? Yes. So now what we're going to do is look at small to big. So everybody look at choice B. Where did the 4 come from? The small shape or the big shape? So I'm going to put a small, S. X came from the, so if this one's set up correctly, then smalls have to stay together. But where did 22.5 come from? That's the big one, and that's the small. See how they're across from each other? That is totally a wrong proportion. It's not set up correctly. So the colors have to match, and the small and big have to match. Let's look at D. Where did 4 come from? Small. Where did X come from? Big. Where did 15 come from? Small. Where did 22.5 come from? Do you see how the colors line up? They're orange on top of pink. The smalls are on the left. The bigs are on the right. That is a good proportion. It's not too bad when you color coordinate, right? Let's try one more. Here's an 8th grade one. That was 7th grade. So what do they like to do different in 8th grade? They like to rotate your shape. So go label your angles. Everybody find the right angle and draw a right angle on it. Where's the right angle over here? Right here. All right, which angle do you think corresponds with angle C? Angle R. Which side corresponds with B? Q. And so I'm going to put 2 dashes to separate them. And now I'm going to go color coordinate. So the right angle to the 2 dashed is going to go from the right angle to the 2 dashes. The right angle to the 1 dash. And the 2 to the 1. All right, now take your same colors and go highlight over here. What color did I do? 8? I did 8 and 24 pink. So I'm going to go find the 8s. And I don't even see any 24s, do y'all? Okay. I'm going to go do my 4s and 12s orange because that's what color I did. And I'm going to go do my 9s and N's blue. Can you have 3 different colors in a proportion? No. So can you mark out A? Yeah. Can you mark out B? Can you mark out C? D is the only one that colors even line up. If you look, 4 is from small, 12 is from big, 9 is from small, N is from big. So it works out. All right, I'm going to pass out the assignment. Okay, on 1 through 7, you are solving. You are making your own box, just like the front of your notes. On 8 through 10, you are going to match the proportions, just like on the back. I am going to do number 10 with you because it is very, very hard. So please turn to number 10. Quickly, please. Turn to number 10. I will not help you again. Okay, here we go. I'm going to highlight. What side? They already kind of took care of your angles for you. Do y'all see that? Everybody look at the 2 right angles. I'm going to highlight that pink. So which 2 angles over here are going to correspond? 5.25. Now I'm going to take another color. from this angle, the right angle, going down to the little weird side, that's going to correspond with what? This 6. This side is going to correspond with this side. And you guys only have 3 colors, right? So if you need to reach with your, if you have somebody sitting next to you, use one of their colors. And then my last side is just going to be white. Now, I want to see if y'all can see the problem that's about to happen. Look at this shape and look at all their numbers. Look at this shape and look at all their numbers. What's the problem? No, we can have as many colors as we want. Do y'all see another problem? Look right here. There's the same number. So when you choose, this one's white, this one's orange. How do I know what color to highlight it? I'm going to leave it blank, and I'm going to decide based on the problem which one to do. So I'm going to go do all my yellows, 4.2 and 3.15. That's all I got there. Okay? I'm not going to do any 6s yet because there's 2 6s. So I'm going to go do 4 and 3 blue. That's all I see. I'm going to go do 5.25 and 7 pink. I'm going to leave Y white. And what color did I do X? I did it orange. Why am I leaving the 6 uncolored right now? Because I don't know if it should be orange or white. Make sense? All right. Finish highlighting, then we're going to go through and talk about this one. All right, look at choice A. What color does Y have to be? White, right? So would that match up? Yellow, yellow, orange, and white. That's done. I'm not even going to look at it. Look at choice B. Would I, in this problem, do you think the 6 should be white or orange? If I wanted it to match up, could I choose it for it to be orange? So yes, I'm going to go ahead and color that to match my X. So could B be the answer based off of those colors? Yes. Let's look at C. Look at Y and 6. Y is white. Do we want 6 to be white or orange in this picture? I'm going to make it white because they wanted the Y there. Could those match up in color? White over white to pink over pink? Yes. Let's look at D. What color do you think 6 should be there? Orange. But can it go crisscross diagonal? Nope. So that's out. All right, so now all I have to do is pick between the small and the big. So where did this 6 orange come from? Where did my 6 orange come from? This is a big shape. All right, so big. Where did X come from? Small. Where did 5.25 come from? Small. Uh-oh, is that the answer? Yes or no? Nope, because they're crisscross. Let's check C out. This white Y came from big, and the white 6 came from small. The 7 came from big, and the 5.25 came from small. That's the answer. So they mess people up by putting 2 of the same numbers in there. So when that happens, don't highlight it until you know which one would fit that answer choice. All right, go from the beginning. Come check your answers with me.